Welcome back everybody to another video. In today's video, we're jumping onto the bandwagon, I should say, sorry. And we're going to talk about the state of Destiny after Marathon. Well, as Marathon is actually coming out today, as of probably in about 6 hours, I sat here and I was thinking, should I really do a rant video? Considering that everyone else done a rant video about Destiny. But I feel like I just, I don't want to say my insights are more important than anyone else's. Because all these YouTubers and all that, they're more important. It's more like if you're curious about getting into Destiny and you come across this video, or like if you want to reassure yourself, or you just want to hear another opinion. And the issue I have is that I feel like when I watch a lot of these videos that keep coming up, it's almost the same opinion. And I feel like is that because everyone else is watching these videos and they want their opinion too, or is it generally what the community is thinking as itself? Like, are we all thinking the same thing? I feel like, and in perspective, we all are thinking the same thing. Where does Destiny stand after Marathon? And that's generally a good question, considering that I like to think that Destiny is more of a pretty heavily community-based game. Like most of us have been playing for a long time. Even considering that even if you started at vanilla D2, that's been a while still, which is crazy to think to me. Like I came back when I was like what, 10. I don't even know how, like, yeah, 10 years old when I went and got Destiny 1 for the PS3, and then you obviously got the PS4 one not long after, and then just snowball effect after that. It really blows my mind how long this game is going, and I feel like we all fall in this trap where like we love a game, we think it should last forever. It just simply isn't true though. Like you look at how many games have lasted more than a decade. There's a handful of them that are still going with a heavy fan base of just that though. And just a heavy fan base of the players that have been playing since they were younger. Like World of Warcraft and like even like Elder Scrolls, I guess. Even if you want to talk about Elder Scrolls as like yeah, I guess you can pretty much mention it too. Like issue is, and when you look at other games like you got Call of Duty and stuff like that, they've not in a sense fallen off, but there's a decline there. Don't need to say much about Call of Duty to be honest. But World of Warcraft, I don't really have much of an opinion about it. I just know that I feel like I don't see much of an increase in new players coming to World of Warcraft or anything like that. Um, yeah, like I feel like even like Warframe's been around for a while, but Warframe is another topic to talk about in another video because that game is a prime example. Actually, no, we're gonna bring up a little bit. It's a prime example of what a game should be doing, which is being run by your fan base and not your devs. So we all think that like I've always believed when I did my short time studying for a bachelor's in game design is that to create the game, it's all about devs' ideas. But once that game builds a community, it kind of no longer becomes your game, it becomes their game. Like they know what they want, which is what you should be following, which I feel like Destiny has been fumbling it pretty much since D2. Like since the start of D2, they get to this high. Like we started Destiny 2 pretty mediocre. The story was interesting. I loved. It was hard to let go of everything I had spent years on building, but it was a great like story. After like doing it on three characters is quite boring, but story was there. You know, issue was endgame was terrible. Like I think I pretty much got all the exotics in the game in vanilla in like a week, pretty much, like a week or two. Like it was so quick. I that it just became such a, I want to say, grind. Like it's Destiny. What's I mean? It's forever going to be a grinding game. It's open world RPG, whatever. And like I feel like Destiny's always lacked in the I don't want like in the end game aspect. Oh, end game aspect um of their games. You know, like they just it's almost just like filler content, which has now used that formula going all the way through Destiny 2. Pretty much, you just said nope. We're going to scrap Destiny 1's formula and we're going to use Destiny 2's formula, brand new formula. Why break something not broken? You know, like I know a new dev team came in at that point, new people, yada yada, management has led to the situation we're in now, which is that Destiny 2 is in a stale state that had been predicted. Let's be honest here. It's been predicted this was going to happen. That Destiny 2 was going to be put in a spot where so much of its fan base was going to disappear. Because it happens so many times. Curse of Osiris, you know, like in those seasons, those filler seasons, I can't remember each season, the 19 seasons, um, 20 plus seasons, like you know, like I don't like. There's so many of them I felt like I played, but I didn't really play. Like I played, tried it out a little bit, and I was like, you know what? No, this isn't it. You know, I feel like that happens so much. I think we'll all be kind of delusional to sit here and think that it wasn't set in the stars, that Destiny 2 was never going to be able to stay as long as we wanted to. You know, like Destiny 1 definitely could have lasted a few more years. You know, I think Destiny 2 came around with a great idea, kind of poor execution. And I feel like they've just kind of used that same formula of great idea at the start, poor execution in the end. Use that all the way till now. Yeah, we've had some good seasons, we've had some good DLCs, you know, the war sat. But the issue is, can you even play them anymore? You know, like we sit here and you watch all these videos of people talking about the state of Destiny, and we always mention it's content that was there that is no longer there, which is the biggest issue that's always been around Destiny, and it's always been such a big topic to talk about, which is sunsetting. You know, like sunsetting in concept is good, but once again, like a lot of things, kind of like political things too. On paper, it looks good, but can it be executed? And I feel like deleting half of the game that you have paid for with no compensation rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I remember when they did the sunsetting, especially when the lawsuit came around with the taking the story. That conversation got brought up so much because it's real. It's a real issue. Like we're sitting here now with a content drought, you know, like with the idea that like we shouldn't be in one. There has been so much content over the years of Destiny 2. There should be so much that you can enjoy. You know, like you want to go back to do something old, you can go do it. If you want to go do some old strikes, you want to go see IO for once in your life, you can do it. But you can't do it. And the issue I've always had with this, with sunsetting, I should say, is that once again, like I said, it's a good concept, but if you want a game to really last a long time, you got to keep it in. You got to keep expanding. Like look at Elder Scrolls Online. Like I look at all these games, and I say like, you may think, oh, you know, but they're so daunting to play because there's so much to do. I get overwhelmed, everything like that. Issue is, you'd be kind of blind to not see that that's the same situation with Destiny 2. Like the new player experience is so god awful that there's no point. You know, like there's no point even new players coming to this game. Like new players come and either 20% will enjoy it and they'll stay, or in the other 80 will just leave. Or in that 20%, only 10 of that will be players that have friends on here that are kind of just forcing them to get in and carrying them through the most excruciatingly boring content. And that's if they don't spend like $250 for all the DLCs and its special editions and the dungeon keys, you know? Like, Destiny is a free to play game, and yet it really isn't free to play. It's a free trial for you to play, you know? You get to see how the game is like. And that's not the issue. Like, I'm kind of just going off ideas and things, talking about it, because it all is leading up, as I said before, leading up to the issue that we're in, which is the state of Destiny 2 after Marathon. And today I like for a few days we sat here and we looked. I looked at the battle pass or the season pass, and it had no date of end. I was like, yeah, we all know it's getting pushed back to June. But then seeing it today that it's like a 99 days until the new season or new DLC comes out, I go, wow, I've got to do this pretty much for another over 3 months, like 4 months pretty much. Like doing what though? Like are we? Is Destiny getting put to the side for the next 4 months? And all the teams working on Marathon, the whole roadmap of Marathon, everyone's enjoying Marathon, which don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to buy it. Stay tuned for some content there because supposedly it looks really good. But I'm still a Destiny player at heart, you know? Like, I'm not saying I'm going to be one of those haters that keep coming online and trashing on Marathon because definitely not. I've always believed that you should give a game, especially like it's crazy how much community has changed its idea on what the marathon was, considering all the backlash it was given after all the development, um, graphic designing, stealing going on and everything like that. It's like it's almost forgotten about. But like with saying that though, I think like we're gonna go through probably we already are going through one of the toughest times in Destiny's history. Like worse than Osiris. I didn't think it could be possible, but we've gone through it and we have survived because we're very. I've heard people call the Destiny community delusional fan base. I don't think so. We have passion for the game. We have passion. So many of us grew up playing Destiny 1 and moved to Destiny 2. Like, this is a childhood game. It's kind of like Call of Duty. Like, I played Call of Duty back when I was like, what, 4 years, 5 years old? Like, my older brother's playing it, and I, I've been playing COD since then, pretty much. I bought every COD after that. Like, it doesn't matter. And no matter what, we always go back to the same game, as much as I hate COD now. But I think we can still get through it. I feel like the game still has, which I think a lot of people are, there's a small amount of people that are fighting back the idea that Destiny 2 is struggling, saying like, oh, like I'm playing Renegades and I still got tons of content. I think the issue we have here, and the trap we fall in, is that a lot of content creators, you gotta remember, they prioritize Destiny. They play it like at least 7 hours a day sometimes, like they live and breathe this game. So of course you're gonna go through a content drought for like for the streamers, Of course it's not gonna be as fun for the main content creators that you watch to sit here and enjoy a game. Because damn, like even CDL pros that grind, like Call of Duty pros that grind Call of Duty do not enjoy it. Like so many you couldn't play so many Elder Scrolls endgame players. They struggle too. Like we're so inflated with the idea that like we think it's normal for someone to play 6 hours straight every day, and that is your opinion now. Like we take on all these opinions about what other people think about the game. But I think generally, we all that are left in this, well, that are thinking about moving away from Destiny for a while or staying in or whatever, if if true to heart you enjoy Destiny, then you will enjoy it. Like I'm still gonna be playing Destiny. I still gotta get to the battle pass. I still gotta get my other characters leveled up. Like I went from a a like after school, I would just go to go home in my room, Destiny until 9 o'clock, go to sleep, yada yada. Like to Undyne becoming somewhat out of the loop, like especially this DLC, like Renegades bored me a lot. Campaign bored me. I'm sorry, I did not care about the campaign. Didn't care about the campaign in the last DLC too. Like I kind of pushed myself out of it because I didn't enjoy the campaign for the past two DLCs. But get past these hurdles. Like I feel like we're such a strong community, and I think if we all work together and continue to play a game, and we're allowed to, and this is a pinnacle time to now sit here and say your opinion out loud. You go to Destiny forums and all that, you say what your opinion is because there's no longer a bajillion people saying their opinion. Now it's only a certain amount. And hopefully, Bungie will look at these things and like big YouTubers look at these things, and then they will support your opinion about it. Um, like man, just stay true to yourself. Like as I said, we marathon Destiny after marathon is gonna be a rough time. Like it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be less content. They've got to pull something out to make it halfway in like 2 months, at least in 2 months. No later. You have to bring out like a mid-season event. You know, like you gotta bring something fun out for the ones that are still playing. Don't forget about us, Bungie. Truly don't forget about us. Because I know Marathon is gonna be this nice little, I don't know what you want to call it, dopamine rush. Company's back. Bungie didn't waste all their money. I mean, Sony didn't waste all their money acquiring Bungie. You know, everything's going great. You're gonna pump all the money into Marathon because it's working. But Destiny's still where it's at. Marathon is getting played by majority Destiny players. Alright, that's the reality of it. If you turn around and release the, the DLC tomorrow, everyone from Marathon, most of them would run back. You know, so don't forget about us. We're still your money maker. Enjoy Marathon, enjoy the hype for a little bit, enjoy it for the next 2, 3 months. Like I'll try and enjoy it when I play it, and I definitely will enjoy it. Brand new game. I don't really play new games, um, but just don't forget. And my fellow Guardians, we all need to stick together here. We all need to remember that we're all in this together. And if you truly love Destiny and you want to keep playing it, keep playing it. Who cares what anyone says? Who cares? You know, I've had my friends, like all my boys, my friends, when all my friends are selling, none of them play Destiny. You know, I've always played Destiny by myself. But that's another discussion. So I've had the single player, solo player experience. But yeah, I think conclusion is that Destiny, we're all going to be going through a hard time. I want all of you guys to work together to help us stay true to our feelings, go on forums, say what you think needs to change. Your opinion matters to people now. Okay? Your opinion matters more than ever. Destiny's not on a high, it's on a low. Bungie's in a situation where they have to listen to the community now, otherwise it's over. Um, but yeah, my fellow Guardians, enjoy this time. I hope you all did enjoy this 17-minute video. Sorry, it was all up, down, whatever. It's just a quick rant, no script or anything. I just wanted to say my opinion off by heart. And I do hope to see you guys on the next episode and that you enjoyed Destiny so we can keep playing multiplayer, you know, Crucible and do raids and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. Do have a wonderful day and see you later. Peace.